President Trump's crackdown on undocumented immigrants continues as ICE carries out raids in major cities across the country. One man from Florida is pleading with the president to let his Venezuelan wife stay in the U.S. after she was detained.
If I get a chance to talk to you, man, yo, please, man, let's work something out. So you, man, let me keep my wife here in the United States, man. She deserves to be here, man.
Let's bring in CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez for more on this. Camilo, you frequently break headlines on this topic, and I know that you reported that the U.S. military now is allowing ICE to use a base in Aurora, Colorado, to help as part of this efforts to continue raids in that state. What more do we know about that?
Well, as you know, Errol, ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, has been ramping up enforcement operations to arrest unauthorized immigrants across the U.S., mainly targeting sanctuary jurisdictions across the country. But the agency, Errol, is quickly running out of space to hold these immigrants awaiting deportation. Congress only allocated 41,000 beds for ICE. That is not nearly enough to detain everyone the agency is currently arresting on a daily basis. And so now the administration is turning to the Department of Defense, Errol, to expand migrant holding capacity dramatically. We just learned that the U.S. military, the Pentagon, has allowed ICE to use a base in Aurora, Colorado, to hold migrants with criminal records who are going to be arrested in an expected operation in that region. We understand that the military will not be directly overseeing the detention of these undocumented detainees, but that ICE will be able to use these facilities as staging and temporary holding areas while these immigrants await deportation. And the role of the military could expand further. Errol, we obtained an internal government memo that suggests that as many as 10,000 troops could be used to be deployed to the U.S.-Mexico border to help immigration officials there, and that more military installations could be repurposed as temporary migrant holding facilities. So this surely will not be the last facility to be used for this purpose, Errol.
Another interesting aspect of all this, Camilo, is that many of these raids, as we're calling them, are being filmed. Yesterday, our Major Garrett spoke with Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem about the purpose of recording these raids. Let's just quickly show that to our viewers.
It's not a spectacle. This is our nation's law enforcement judicial process. The scales of justice are equally applied to everybody. We want transparency on this.
DHS Secretary conducting raids here in New York last night. Camilo, what do we know about how these roundups are being conducted?
Well, it's important to underscore, Errol, that while ICE has, of course, expanded and increased operations across the country to arrest people here who are in the country illegally, it is still prioritizing, just like every other past administration, the arrest of serious criminals and national security threats. They are still the main targets of these operations. The main policy change, however, Errol, is that unlike in the Biden administration and the Obama administration, ICE can also now arrest non-criminal, undocumented immigrants who happen to be at these locations when the agency is conducting these arrests. These are known as collateral arrests, and we have seen a significant increase in these arrests of, again, people who are in the country illegally, but who lack any serious criminal record and who, under the Biden administration, would have been effectively protected from deportation. They are now on the table to be deported from the country, Errol.
We will keep watching this closely. Camilo Montoya-Galvez joining us from our D.C. bureau. Thank you.